she's just washing her dirty pillows, even though I think they're clean pillows, going deep down below. And then she's like, oh, bleeding, oh, and somehow she had never bled before, even though she's in high school, and she's like a senior and shit, and she should have had like a period a long time ago. But hey, who knows? Maybe she's one of those abnormalities, or one of those weird girls, that I never dated any one of those girls who didn't have like her period like when she was like fucking in high school and shit. All the ones I dated were had period were like 9 and shit. Now they were age appropriate. I was 9 too, and no, never none of them were ever like 9 when I was 20. Anyway, I want to tell you that the movie Carrie. Whew, I've seen it before, man, but this time it really stuck with me. The telekinesis power she had as the eyes, but oh, man, I've seen some people have some, eyes before because they're on drugs, they've been meth or LSD or something. Give you that eye, you're like, oh shit. But nothing ever happens afterwards. You're like, oh, you're not the prophet. And but this bitch, yeah, some chicks actually happens and shit. People are like getting hurt and getting glass thrown upon them and being trampled to death and just awful things. So then Carrie, she's gotten everybody sent to like I was like detention or some shit for like a couple days, because everybody was making fun of her and her dirty clit and how she didn't know that blood comes out of it. And so now they all want to get back at her. They're like, oh, all right, I got a great idea. First, we're gonna go out there with this guy, really good looking. He looks like he's a guy from Blue Lagoon and shit. He's got blue eyes and blonde hair. Not like I want to fuck him or anything, but anyway, they pair him up with Carrie, right? And she's at first like, no, I don't want to go out with you and shit. Most because she knows her mother will approve and shit. But finally, she like says, okay, I'll go and shit. And well, that's all happening. Vinnie Barbarino, John Travolta's character, he's like, oh, we're gonna go pick up some pig's blood and put it over Carrie's head over here. So he's got to do that. They pick up the pig's blood, and before you know it, it's prom time, and it's like, yeah, what's it called? Carrie and her date's about to be, winning or at least going on the dance floor, and she thinks she's like can't win for the homecoming king and queen because she's like, oh, no one knows us, but hey, wouldn't that be cool? And